Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Mish Money, and today we are going to go through my Shut the Fridge binder, and we will be doing every one of my Shut the Fridge challenges, including my new Etsy drop. So if you guys want to see me work those challenges, guess what? I'm here, you're here, we're here together. Let's get into it.
Ça tue, ça blesse, ça flingue. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Wow. Gazo.
Okay, so tonight, you guys, I'm so excited that I am going to do every one of my Shut the Fridge challenges. So if you haven't seen Shut the Fridge and you're new here, thank you for joining, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscription button, the like button, comment if you don't mind, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload videos. But I have created a new addition to the Fridge family. We not only have our original OGs, but we also have the new diva girls out here, our new ladies. So I'm going to get into that, but first we have to count the money. Now, previously I had began my Shut the Fridge challenges, and I'm sorry if y'all can hear the music. My neighbors are playing music. But previously I had began my original Shut the Fridges, and I took the money out, and I'm going to reallocate to my new Shut the Fridges, but I'm gonna do it in my 50-cent coin card way, so we'll have more time to play. But with that said, let's go ahead and count the money that I saved from using my original 4 set of Shut the Fridges. So I have 20, 40, 60, 75, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 90, 100 bucks. I saved $100 with my original Shut the Fridges. Of course, we're not going to use all $100 in this challenge. That's for later saving challenges. The money that I'm using tonight will be $20, and I'm going to be using my coin cards. So if you haven't already seen my coin cards, these are my 50-cent coin cards. I have 75 and 25-cent coin cards. The 50-cent coin cards you can get on my Ko-fi shop for free. It's a freebie on my Ko-fi shop. The 50-cent coin cards, go pick those up. If you like the complete set of the 25 and the 75s, you can go to my Etsy shop, and the complete set will be available to you. Also, if you subscribe to my Ko-fi, you will get a free set as well. Anywho, with that said, we're going to start. So I'm going to put this $20 in the back, because that is where I'm going to put a bank envelope back here, but for now that's where that will go. And we are going to start with the original Shut the Fridge. Now, my original Shut the Fridge is a Shut the Box challenge, and that's where it started. When everybody was starting these Shut the Box craze, I made Shut the Fridge, and it just kept going. So now we have some new members of the family to introduce, but we're going to start with the original. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this one. If you don't know what Shut the Box is, it is a game, and you can look it up online. It is very fun to play. So we're going to need 2 6-sided dice, and I'm going to use the numbered dice because it seems like those are the ones that you guys can see the best. And I'm going to get my little dice tower. I got this from Temu, and I got 2 dice here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to mark off as we go. And I was giving these pins out for my 500 subscriber giveaway. I did give these pins out. Alright, let's see what we're going to get. Now what we have to do is we have to mark off the numbers in the row. So let me bring you guys in closer. So we have to mark off the numbers in the row as they come up. So we have a 10 here. So I can mark off anything, any 2 number combos that make up 10 or the one number that the 2 dice make, but you cannot mark off more than 2 numbers at a time. So that's 4 and 6. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the 4 and the 6. Okay, that's a 5 and a 6, so that's 11. That's 9 and a 2 is 11. Well, I'm glad I got rid of that 9, because when you don't get rid of it, seems like when you don't get rid of 7 and 8 and 9, that's when you get stuck. I'm gonna try to get rid of those. Okay, that's a 5. Got rid of the 5. That's another 5. I think we busted. See, I told you we get stuck with those 7s and 8s every time. So what we can do now, since we busted, we don't have a 4. We have a 1, but you have to have both numbers, da da da. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this the Super Savers way. Now, you can do it the regular way. The original way of the game is to add all of these numbers together, and it'll be like saving like 19 bucks. But I'm going to do it the Super Savers way, and we're going to count the numbers we did not get, and we did not get 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. So we're going to do 4 50-cent coins. So we have 2 and 4, and that's what we're doing tonight. We're doing it the Super Savers way, because I'm using coins instead of the dollars anyway. And when we go back, when we get some change for that 20, we'll go and take the coins out. But that's how you play the original Shut the Fridge. Now I'm going to show you guys my second Shut the Fridge. It's Shut the Fridge 2. Now with Shut the Fridge 2, if you haven't been here, I used to use this to collect the leftover monies. You have any rollover, instead of making an IOU, you can put the money in here. Or you can do a reverse Shut the Fridge, which is the way Lady Di does it. And I think she just rolls 1 dice and she does it like that. So we're going to see if we can do a reverse Shut the Fridge, where this has 6 numbers, and we're going to roll this 1 dice, and that's a 2. So we mark the number 2 in that 2 spot, and we just keep going. And I'm going to if we miss 3 times, then we're out. You get 3 strikes before you say you can bust 3 times before you're done. That's a 3. That's a 4. Look at that. I might get the whole row. That's another 4. Okay, that's 1 time. We get 2 more times and we're out. That's another 4. Okay, that's a 1. So we only can bust 1 more time. We're out. Okay, so we only had 2 blank spaces up here. I'm gonna mark those with X's. And you can save $1 for each space, but I'm saving 50 cents for each space. So that's how you play that version of my Shut the Fridge, or you can use it as a roll and save. Either way you want to do it. Each box can be designated an amount. You can do it that way. It's a lot of ways to use this second fridge, but I'm going to just get 2 50 cents because that was 2 that we missed. And that's how we're going to do that. And the second Shut the Fridge goes in with the 50-cent cards going in the back. Now we're going to go to 3. I didn't have them in order. Okay, so we have Shut the Fridge 3. Now with this one, we need a color die. And you roll and you go by the colors. So let's go ahead and roll. Let's see if I can keep this in frame. Let's roll it. Okay, we got a yellow. The yellow is 2, which is the grapes. So we go out and we find the grapes. This has 3 pages. We have a $30 page, we have a $40 page, and we have a $45 page. I usually start from the beginning. There's 3 grapes on this page. If I can mark off all 3 or just 1 or however many you like. And I think each page has 3 grapes. So I'm gonna just go ahead and mark off all 3. And I'm not doing it the $2 way. I am going to do 1, 2, 3, 50 cents. So every grape, for every dollar is actually 50 cents. So I'm gonna mark off 1, 2, 3, and that'll be 150. 1, 2, 3. And that's how we're going to do that. And that is how you play this game. Now you can roll again. We're just going to roll for craps and giggles. And we're going to see, so you guys can get the gist of how to play. That's a blue. So with the blue, you will go to the milk, and then the milk would be however many you want it to be. So we were playing for 50 cents. It would be that. I'm going to put 50 cents on here so I can remember next time that we were playing for 50 cents each. All right, so that's how we're doing that. That was Shut the Fridge 3, and I'm hoping that it'll dry before I put it back, because it still looks wet. I don't want it to get all smeared up, so I'll leave it over there and let it dry. Okay, now we're going to go to 4. I don't think I cleaned 4 off, so if I have not, you will have to excuse me while I go and clean this one off. But let me show you before we do that. I'm going to zoom back out. Zoom back out. Okay, so with this one, this is Shut the Fridge 4. This is our mini fridge. It is way smaller than our regular fridge. This is an ice box challenge. So with the ice box challenge, it comes with cards, and yeah, it's still marked off, so we have to clean it. But with every ice box challenge comes the little cards come with it. So when you order it, you will receive the cards that come with the challenge. I marked some of these cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and clean all this off, and then I'll meet you guys back here so we can start. I can show you how to play Shut the Fridge 4.
A few moments later.
Okay, so now that the cards are cleaned off, these cards you can just use a little acetone and they'll wipe right off. So that is how I cleaned that off. And it comes with every one of the little icons on here has a card, a matching card. So yeah. I did want to show you guys as well that I have new versions of the digital fridges, because I know you guys, some people like the digital version. So I do have the digital version of my Shut the Fridges, and someone had told me that they were not printer friendly because it was so much color. So now I toned down the color to have more of a white page, but my fridges are going to stay their colors, and that's just how that's going to be. But there's less color on the page, so it's more printer friendly. So this is the new upgraded versions of my digital fridges. So when you go in to get the fridges, they will look different from when you printed them out the first time, if you printed them out previously. And they are still, so by the time you see this, hopefully when you see this, they will be updated in my shop as well. So they're just a little bit more cohesive, and they have the cards on the back are bigger. So with this one, instead of cutting out the cards, you could just take a dice and you could just roll the dice and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the chicken, and you would go in and mark the chicken. Chicken is 1, so you would save $1, something like that. So you wouldn't have to cut the cards out, because I know that can be also a tedious process. But they are available in a more printer friendly version now. So that's there. Just FYI. Alright, so we're going to go back to Shut the Fridge 4. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to shuffle these as much as I can. Try to, without dropping them all over the place. And I know I'm dropping them. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pull 3. Let me go back. Let me zoom you in. So you can get in here, get in here, get in here. And let's move this out. So we have, I'm going to pick 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And I have what looks to be some fish. And that's the fishes here, which is 7. And I'm going to need to get I'm going to just mark off the fish. And I'm going to get a calculator because we're going to do 50 cents. So 7. And then we have the corn. The corn is 2. And then we have the salad. And this salad is up here where it's another 2. So that is 11. Yes, 11. Or we could just do 11. Let's just count out 11 of them. That was 11, right? So we're going to count out 11 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So let's see how much that is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. 550. 11 times 5. Yeah, 11 times 50, 550. Duh. I'm like, you know, my brain. Anyway, that is how you play Shut the Fridge 4. Let me zoom you back out. And we gonna go now. We're gonna meet my new girls that I've created. Did we do 3? Yeah, we did 3. Okay, I'm putting 3 back because I was waiting for it to dry. All right. Now we're gonna put 4 in. Let's put our coin cards in here. And we're gonna put our fridge back. And I am going to put these in an envelope. So that way we'll know they're used and I won't have to mark on them. And then put the little rubber band back on the other one's little thingy here. And that is it. Or Shut the Fridge. I'm gonna put them up here because I don't want to fall out. Just put them there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 is here, and then there's 4. Now we have our new ones.
Oh my God!
These are the new challenges. We have the first one here. Now I know I have them in a certain order in the shop, but we're going to just go as they pop up here. So let me get them set up so we can see. All right, we'll just take them out one at a time. So we have the new one here. This one I call the Ice Queen. These are my Shut the Fridge Glow Up Edition, and they're just a little bit more on the bad and bougie side. So if you like the bad girl sassy, the sassy bad girl, baddie girl, these are all versions of the queens of savings. So we have Shut the Fridge. This is the Ice Queen, and inside the Ice Queen you start with 6 scratch offs. Now I ran out of the glittery ones, but this is mine, but yours will all have cohesive scratch offs. And then you have your ice cubes, and each one represents a number. So this row is $1, this is 2, 3, 4 dimes, 3 dimes, dollars, whatever you want it to represent. But down here is the total in dollars. That's the total for the scratch off. And then on this page we have the row of 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can just roll. You can roll a die and count the numbers, or you can roll, or you can just save what you like. It's up to you. However you want to save. This saves 130. And then the back one is a roll, color, and save. So on this page there's lips, and you can roll and color them as you go. So it's a roll, color, and save. So let's go ahead and start with the Ice Queen. Now I'm not going to do the scratch off part, because y'all know all you do is scratch a number underneath, come up, and you save that amount. So we're going to go on and move to the next section here, which is 1 through 4, the numbers of ice here. And I'm going to get me 1 die, and I'm going to roll 1 dice, and whatever number comes up is the number of that I'm going to save on here. So let's go. So that looks like that is a 4. So we're going to go to row 4, and let's see how many 4s we're going to save. 1. Okay, so that's 1, and I just marked that off. Or you can just pick however many you want. You don't have to roll the dice. You could just say, hey, I got 20 bucks. I'm going to mark off row 4 because that's 20. Or I got 15, I'm going to mark off this because there are 5 in each row. By that top number is whatever it is. So we have 4 here. We're going to get 4. So that's 2, 4. And that's how you do those. Same way you did that, you did this page here. So, or this is another way you can do it. You can roll the dice, and whatever comes out, you can count that many spaces and save that number however you want. That's however you want. This is 1, so we're just gonna go with this one, which is a 5. So we got 2, 4, 5, and we're getting low. So let's go ahead with that. And then the back is a roll and save. I don't like this regular dice. That's 6. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you would just color in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lips, and you would save the amount. I don't think I have enough to save that tonight, so I'm gonna just do this, and we're going to move on because I want to do all of the challenges. So I want to be able to save some money in all of my fridges. So the next one is, I wanted to say this one's name was Sheila. This is Sheila. I believe this is Sheila. And Sheila is a colored roll. She's kind of like Shut the Fridge 3. But she has fancier, healthier foods inside of her. She has lobsters and steaks and champagnes and wines. And she has fancy foods and cheeses and fruits. She's a very fancy girl. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a colored die and we're going to roll it. And we came up with orange, and orange is 6. And what you do is you go in and you find the orange dot, or you can mark off the food next to it. That would be mushrooms, and you will put a 6 on that one. And that's how you do that. And then you would save 6 for that. And each page is the same way. So you can find, instead of going to this orange, you could have went to another orange. This orange is the -1. So if you got that one, you would just -1 from 6, and that would be 5. So you could do it that way. You could just mark off the foods. It's up to you. But I like it this way, where you put the number in the space next to the food. Anywho, that's how you do that. So you mark it off, you put the number in the spot, or you do it however you like. So that would be 6. So that's 2, 4, 6. And that is how you save for 2, 4, 6. That's how you save for Sheila. That's the second fridge. Let's put her back. And then we have one more. And I think this is my favorite. And this is also my friend's favorite. When I was showing him how my new fridges, he was so excited about the third one. He said this is the best one out of all. I think it's because of the little lip bite, but she is awesome. This one is called Dinah. I believe I named her Dinah for Dynamite. Dinah. And she is also a rolling, roll the number, find the object. So you're going to have to roll a number this time. So you take a 6-sided dice and you roll it, and you come up with 1, and you see the 1 there. Let's zoom in, and you see the 1 there, and 1 is cherries. So you would go and you would find the cherries. And you can mark off all the cherries for, and 1, 2, 3, 4, or you could just mark off 1. We mark it off 1, and it's $1. The little amount next to it: $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. In case you don't, the Roman numerals get you, might confuse you. So we're just gonna mark off 1 set of cherries here, and let's roll again. We got 2. The 2 is the peaches, and then every page has another 2 pages of fruit, and then there's a shut the box in the back of this one. We will not be playing the shut the box because obviously we don't have enough, but since this was a 2 and that was a peach, I'm going to mark a peach off on the back of this one. And we are going to save 3 because the cherries are 1 and the peaches are 2. And we're going to save 3, and that will leave us with 2 50-cent cards left. And that is how you play this. And then you know you play the shut the box like we did for the first fridge. We did the shut the box, but that one had numbers. On this one is just dice, but there's still the numbers. So you would just roll on this one. You would just roll like I did the reverse shut the fridge. Remember when I did the reverse shut the fridge? All right, let's just try it. All right, let's try it. I'm not going to put any monies in because we don't have much. But I'm going to just roll it. Now we have a 5, so we would mark off a 5. And you get 3 chances to bust. That's a 1. That's a 4. That's a 2. Wow, we might shut the box. That's a 1. That's 1 time. That's 2 times. That's 3 times we busted. So you would save either 9, because for the 6 and the 3, or you would save 2, which I have 2 left. You would save 1, 2 for the 2 you missed, and that's what we have. So that's how you play that. And if you want these, they are in my Etsy shop. Currently in my Etsy shop. Mish Money. Go and pick them up if you haven't already. If you haven't hit that like bell while what you waiting on, go ahead. Hit that like button. Hit that subscription button. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell just so you'll be notified when I upload videos. And guess what, guys? That's the end of this video. This is already chunky. And that's the end of this video. And if you like everything, go and check it out. And like I say at the end of all my videos, guess what? I'll see you seeing me when I see you. Holla.